motivational, inspirational video. Thank you for watching. And remember to like and subscribe to the channel. You know, if you got real love for the boy, remember to share for the channel. And thank you for coming in and watching the video when you got a chance. It's all love. Anyway, damn, it's dope. I got a great topic for today. I'm going to talk about you in the trenches. Keep working towards what you're doing. Keep fighting. Don't stop. You close to the bag. Just like my previous video, I talked about you closer than you think. This one's a little more in depth. It's going to talk about you in the trenches in a sense. Like what you're doing right now, everything you do right now, you're in the trenches. Right now, you're in the trenches. Right now, you're in the trenches, right? So, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you're in the trenches. So, I was thinking about something earlier. I was like, because, you know, I'm on this YouTube shit. So, I be trying to figure out why, like, this shit look like it ain't moving. This ain't doing nothing. Like, I'm putting in work. I'm consciously putting in effort. And I'm just like, man, like, for a second, I was just second guessing myself. I was like, yeah, I'm looking at other YouTubers. I'm looking at other people doing their thing. At a moment, at a certain time, I'm thinking like, why they so good? Like, what's up? Why they have that energy? Why they have that what's the secret? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it, I'm checking it out. I'm just like, okay. But then what I do is I go and scroll through and try to find the most latest video. Like, go see where they put the last video, and I'm just like surprised because it'd be like 6, 8 years. I'm like, whoa, like you're thinking like people doing this shit overnight, like 6 months to a year. And that's not the case. So what I'm saying, like, you know, the trenches means like you got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of grinding to do. You got a lot of nights of just putting in work, and not seeing nothing really popping. Like, you just gonna be sitting there watching just, you know what I mean? Just simmer. Like, you should just trying to, like, it's trying to get hot, but it ain't hot enough. It's kind of like just room temperature. You're like, damn, that shit ain't hot. But it's just like, you gotta be patient. Like, you gotta be super patient with it. You gotta let it just sit. You gotta sit on it. Like, you gotta just be just in the zone. Like, you gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be in that tunnel vision. You have to have that tunnel vision. So I just wanted to say that, like, just to inspire somebody and motivate somebody further, because I know that shit can, or that stuff can, like, break your focus, and break your mindset, break your spirit, because you just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough to watch people get praised and not see no results. Imagine me, like, I used to be in the gym, I used to never see no results. I'd be like, man, I'm lifting, and then that's a great point actually. I was in the gym and I'd be like, I'm lifting, but I'm not seeing no results. So I had to go back to the drawing board. I had to just figure out what am I doing wrong? Like, why am I seeing no results? Like, I feel like I'm working out, but I'm not doing something right. So then I changed everything up. I went back to the drawing board. I started studying people, seeing how they do their workout. I went on YouTube. I started Googling, like, how do you do this workout? How do you do this? Why does this matter? Why is this beneficial to my body? I start really dissecting, and really being focused on. Like, I got obsessed with it. Like, I changed my habits, my food habits. Like, it was a big thing to me. Like, I knew something had to change for me to get to that point. So that's what I think this shit is when you be trying to be successful. You're just trying different things to see what works. Cause you gonna try one thing, it ain't happening. It's not working. You ain't got it. You try another thing, nah, this shit ain't working. It sounded good, it ain't working. So if you kind of get discouraged, you're like, man, I know I'm smart, but if I keep hitting bricks, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I need some assistance. But it's not that. It's just that, like, you're still trying to work out your plan. Like, your plan was solid, but you still gotta work out the little errors and the little places where you didn't calculate for. So that's what I thought was crazy. I was like, I just sit back and check my ego. I was like, nah, bro, you need to chill out. You need to relax. You ain't all that to just be popping overnight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't friends with Drake or nobody. So I had to check my ego, and it just, reinforce my positive mindset, and just tell myself, you still good. You just gotta keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta force your way in there. You gotta, if you at the door, keep knocking. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You at the door, keep knocking. You at the door, you keep knocking. somebody gonna answer. So I was like, okay, we gonna try that. I'm gonna stay at the door and keep knocking. So I want this video to be kind of funny, but at the same time, a serious, like, on a serious side, you can't really doubt yourself too much. You have to understand this shit's a real marathon. Like when Nipsey Hussle said this is a marathon, man, you be thinking you fatigued. You about to be in pain because you gonna be all those nights, you're not seeing no results. Ain't nobody know who you are. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's a difference before. Well, I want to show y'all this. This is dope. I gotta show y'all this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. This is my little, my little spot I go to relax, do my videos. You know what I'm saying? You see why? Got a waterfall in the ground. You know what I'm saying? I should put some fish in here without anybody knowing. They get mad. But yeah, it's like nice little area. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people know who this place is. Y'all gonna be laughing because y'all gonna be like, I can go to that school, but I ain't gonna say where. You know what I'm saying? This shit cool. I'll probably get one of these. See when we see I'm since I have so much delayed gratification, when I finally get like, what I mean, some shit popping, I'm definitely get one of these in the house with like some statues. You know what I'm saying? Probably, something cool. You can walk in, play with it, the water. Probably put some fish in something like this. You know what I'm saying? Then you can walk around there, like just to just relax, walk your feet through it. But then you have fish right here you come look at. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. But yeah, back to what I was saying, man, that delayed gratification and just knowing that this shit's a marathon. This stuff is a marathon. This ain't no overnight. Like, you know what I mean? This ain't no race and then you done, you there. This is a marathon. Like, this is like, I really feel like the universe is testing you to see if, like, how bad you really want it. Like, if you really want it. Like, if it's really something you want, it's like, you got to move me out the way. The universe is basically like, if you want this, you got to come get it. I ain't going to move out the way for you. Like, if you really want this, you got to be in your grind. You got to really show me that, like, ain't nothing going to stop you, so I have to give it to you anyway because you just won't quit. That's what I feel like it is. So just think that, put that in your mindset, and just really try to like pound that into your head. Uh, Anytime you down yourself and you just don't understand like why you feel like something should give right now, but really like you can't control that. All you can control is the effort you put in and just like the resilience. Like you gotta really have that resilience, like that mindset to just like it's all or nothing. And I've already talked about that in other videos, and I don't know. I just have to keep saying it to people because I don't think y'all really understand that. That's where my mind's at. That's where I'm at. I'm just like you know what I'm saying. Like I'll sit back and like I understand this shit. Like I'm gonna keep doing this stuff. I'm gonna keep doing what I think is passionate. It doesn't take me a lot of energy. That's one thing I learned. It says your true passion and to know if you're great at something is something you can do without the least amount of effort. So that means anything you can do that you feel like it doesn't make me tired at all. I can do this all day. You know what I'm saying? So think about that. What is that? What do you enjoy doing that you put in the least amount of effort and you still feel like you got something done? That's some cold shit. And I was like, okay. So that's what just open myself up, being perceptive of knowledge and just reading and trying to like find other ways to like strengthen my mind, be more solid. Um, but it's gonna be real funny to see somebody really like benefit off this, and then a lot of people they doubted it, and then or they just didn't think it was possible because their mind was not in the same place as mine. Their vision wasn't in line with mine. So on that note, it's like, what are you willing to sacrifice? Because you're in the trenches. You gotta sacrifice something. You can't have a blanket. You can't have a tent. You in the trenches, so you gotta sacrifice something. So what are you sacrificing? Like, are you sacrificing water for the next 2 weeks? Cause you gotta hold it down in the fort. Cause you just hold it down, making sure you stay your point. Cause when you're in the trenches, that means like you ain't moving, you ain't retreating, you ain't running away, you ain't going nowhere. So that's what when you say you in the trenches, you gotta live to that stuff. So I hope people understand that. Like this motivation, inspirational shit is cool, but really when I do it, it's because I want y'all to like create this stronger mindset and stop being so like so wishy-washy of what you want to do. You're like, oh, I want to do this. Nah, I'm gonna go get 2 jobs. So like, while you working two jobs, how do you find time to work on your craft? I mean, just think about it. Like, you gonna work two jobs, and then you probably got kids. This was usually the situation. But you want to do this. But it's because you wanted to see your life change in a way where you don't have to think about how your life situation is. Like, what's your situation in life? Because we all have situations, things we call transitional situations. You know what I mean? Transitional situations. So we all go through it. Like, I go through it too. But in my mind, I have a vision. I know my vision will come true if I just keep working towards it. So in my mind, I might be like, damn, I feel stuck. I'm not at where I need to be at, like with these other guys I see just, just shining, right? But it's just that it's not mine. It's not my vision. So my vision might take a little extra time cooking. You know what I'm saying? So just because I see his food is done, I can't assume my food is done. Because my vision was different because I had to prep a few things different. So my plate not gonna be done for another, like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be done for a little bit longer. So I have to wait and be more patient and understand that. So that's what's cool about being just it's like just that's just cool about understanding, like, you know your goals and your vision, because you understand that, like, it's gonna take a lot more effort, it's gonna take a lot more time, and you're gonna have to go through the trenches to get what you want. And then when you do get it, it's gonna feel different because you knew what it took to get it. You're gonna appreciate it more. You ain't gonna let anybody come around you with a horrible mindset, or just not on their grind, or just not on their path, because they don't understand who they are or what they are. So these are things you gotta account for, and this shit get real. You know what I'm saying? So, and the haters are gonna hate because they wish they could have done it, or, what I'm saying, they had the same idea but they didn't act on it, they didn't jump on it, but you did. So they feel like kind of some type of way because they feel like, what I'm saying, what's different? They really disrespectfully, they feel like, why you they don't even think you better than it. Like, they don't think like you anything special. So they be like, man, why he able to do that? Like, he ain't no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like, what you mean? Like, that's even worse, because if I ain't nothing special and I did it, what's your excuse? So this should get real. And so like I said, like, you in the trenches, so you gotta think that way. And when you in the trenches, man, you gotta be ready to fight for what you want. And when I mean fight for what you want, means like, you can't let nobody, like, rock you off your path, rock you off your vision. Don't get too emotional about things. Just let it ride and just flow with it, man. Like, cause you're gonna be all right. Cause at the end of the day, it's like, this world is only gonna make you stronger, and you're gonna be appreciative of, like, your strength at the end of the day, because you're gonna feel more safe because you know what you've been through, bro. Like, people can feel it and sense it. Like, I can't explain it. It's like an energy, yo. It's like a little energy feel. Like, people understand, like, damn, he been through some shit. He different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's your essence, just your way you speak, the way you walk. Like, you can't see it because you're not obviously walking with a mirror around you 24/7. But people who get at first glance, who are perceptive to things like that, man, they spot on. They got you. They be already. You know what I'm saying? Stats. I got the stats. I got the. You know what I mean? They already know what's up with you. So, you know, take that into account for that. That shit's real, and people are perceptive, like, people's energy, and they do understand. Like, they understand you have good energy. They're gonna flow with you, but also they know they've been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they intimidate people, even women and other things like that. Like, they just don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to, like, they're looking for somebody who's more soft and open, and something that's more easy to, like, play with. And they know you ain't nobody to play with, so they just like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to take that into account, and I was like, wow, okay. So we in the trenches, take this knowledge, take this game, and I got more, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be good, and hopefully you guys comment and let me know, like, something that you're thinking about, and that you feel you need some, you know, just something to talk about. Just give me a topic so that I can help somebody else, because they might be going through the same thing. So leave a comment about something that you've been through, and I don't mind talking about it. And yeah, like, it's on to the next. So like I said, you in the trenches, you can't give up because you're already there. You know what I'm saying? You already there, but you just still fighting the battle, like, the battle with yourself. That's all it really is. You ain't got no true, like, competition with no one else. Like, if you think about it, you sit back, you don't really got no competition with no one else because you don't know them. Like, what is it for you to gain from something, that a situation where you don't know that person? Like, like you can't say like, oh, I grew up with that person. We came from the same neighborhood, so like it's like so if I come up shine, everybody in the hood gonna know I'm the bigger hustler or I'm the bigger thing or the bigger like you know what I mean. I'm like I'm more popular. I'm more invested in my path or my focus on my grind. Nah, you don't know that person at all, man. So when you go home, you don't know that person live. They go home, they don't know where you live. Same shit. So it's like and most likely, you know what I'm saying, you will never see that person again because there's so many people in the world, you know what I'm saying, you might not see that person again. So you're not really your only competition is with yourself. So like what all you doing is trying to be the best self. What a lot of successful people do is they always try to be the best they can be every day. So what you're trying to do is basically you're battling with yourself to be the best person every day. And that's a real battle because we make so many mistakes and we go through these emotions and these ups and downs, man. It's like it feels like a hit when you take one. It's like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, oh snap. Like you just get hit and you just kind of get thrown off of your like you know your rock, you know what I'm saying, your solidarity and you just don't know what to do because you lost your focus. But that's what I'm saying, that's the battle, man. Being able to stay focused and in tune with your vision and in tune with your motherfucking star player, like Cat Williams said. You gotta be in tune with your star player. So it's just shit like that. Like you gotta be really in tune with yourself and know that, you know what I'm saying, like what's to come is to come. You just gotta wait for it to come. You know what I'm saying? So this shit real. So I mean, I came a long way. I used to not like to look at myself on camera. First, secondly, I ain't like to hear myself on a microphone when I started recording music. It was like things I had to adjust. I had to adjust to because I was uncomfortable doing it. So as I got became more comfortable doing it, I became better. I started having more confidence. I hated going to the gym because I was obviously out of shape, and I was just you know what I mean. Like you can wear all the clothes you want, but you can't hide all of it. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide it. It's gonna show. And then you see other people bigger than you, stronger than you. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of feel uncomfortable. But over time, you grab this confidence from somewhere. I think it's like an inner resolve where it's just like you like I need you to protect me, and it comes out and just like you got a suit on, and now you feel more confident, and that just pushes you to the next point where you can do it without even, you know what I mean, trying hard. You're just confident in yourself because you know you put the work in. That's what confidence really come in. It's like you know the work it took to get to the point you're at now because you knew where you came from, and that's the best feeling. So when you're in the trenches, this real shit. You understand where you came from, so you feel even bigger because you knew it was hard. Like you had long nights. I tell people all the time because I just want people to understand like you got this, and I just want to motivate people, inspire people to like keep going because honestly, I had to look for motivation in other ways. Like I didn't have no one talking in my ear, like you know what I mean, all the time. I had to really look for it to like push me. Like that's my thing. I'll look for something I need if I know I need it. Like if I find out I need that, I'm gonna look for it. So I might go on YouTube or some other outlet, and I'll just look for motivational things, inspirational things. You know what I'm saying? And just to push me and give me that little extra like energy to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really that's what it's about. It's about your mind. Your mind is like your mind is so fuck. It's like it's so crazy because your mind is like it's twisted in a way like it can work in your favor, but it can work against you, and it's crazy. It's like there's like a dark side, and it's crazy. And it's like people don't understand like sometimes you get pulled to that dark side, it don't want to let you go, but you gotta fight it off and be like, nah, we shining over here. So then that way it's like it lets things happen naturally without you trying to tear it down before it happens. So like if something was to come up, it would be like it'll look at it in a positive way of like dealing with it instead of thinking of it in a negative way. Like, oh, this is gonna go bad. This is gonna do no. Be positive. Come at it head on, and just take it. You know what I mean? Esteem. Like take it esteem and just keep going. Just keep chugging. Like as a train, just keep moving, keep going. Because at the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? Where you at? Like people, when you think about the worst thing that could happen and you accept that, everything else is kind of like mediocre. Like you, when you think about the worst, like think about the worst thing that can happen to you. Just think about the worst thing that can happen to you right now, like the worst thing, and then compare it to what you're going through now. You just feel like a whole bunch of weight fell off of you because you now you thinking like, nah, he right. What I'm going through right now ain't nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I know people that will just complain and be like, oh, like woo woo, this shit expensive, dude. I'm like, what you complaining about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it good. Your situation's good. You can't complain about how much, you know what I'm saying? With, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even worry about that. Like, you doing too good. Like, it ain't even about that. You should just be grateful. And you know what I'm saying? And that person kind of like, you know what I'm saying? They want to hear that, but at the same time, they like, fuck, you right. I've been there too. Like, you good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to keep doing it. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Because when you stop, it's like, you the dream killer. You the dream killer. Like, you be thinking, that's crazy. I be going these places in my head because I be reading books and it talks about the successful people and what they do. So you think about all the things they do, and then you think about what you're doing. That means you're effectively, because if they're trying to put life into what they're doing, and you're taking away life because you're doing the opposite. So you can't say other people are dream killers. Like, oh man, they dream killers. Nah, you're the dream killer because you'll start something and then you'll stop. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm saying like you'll stop. You ain't gonna come back to it. You ain't gonna think. You're not thinking about working on it no more. You gave up the hope, the dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say they thinking you the hope, and they little do they know you lost the hope. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be a dream killer to yourself, man. You gotta. This is something else I learned too. Like, you gotta look at your future self and ask them, like, or just look at them and just be considering, like, what would they say to you? Like, if they were to pull up on you, right? Just like imagine walking down the street, someone in a nice ass car, cute little thing on the side, quiet, ain't saying much, but she filmed the boy, right? You just like, you look at it, you're like, that kind of look like me, because you obviously might look different. You might have a different style at that time. You're like, that look kind of like me. You like, you like, he looking at you like he's smiling hella hard, like he already know what's up. So then he talked to you. He like, what's wrong? What's going on? You're like, nah, man, like this shit ain't working out. This job is hope. My little grind I'm doing on YouTube, it ain't really popping. It ain't really doing nothing. And he looking at you like, man, get up and get to it, man. You tripping, man. I wish I could show you what's really going on, man. You need to keep doing your thing, man. Get out of here with all that, man. Next time I see you, man, I want you to be doing twice as what you're doing now, man. I tell you this right now, man. If you ain't doing nothing, you ain't gonna never have what I'm doing right now. Cause I'm telling you, I'm a testament. I'm proof of what's going on right now. You need to keep going, cause if you do that, then we gonna be just fine. So if you had something like that talking to you, you know what I'm saying, letting you give you game like that, you act different, you'll behave different. You won't even look at the situation the same. You actually you start That's the thing, is because you can't see the future, you assume shit won't work out. That's what it really is. People assume it ain't gonna work because you're not seeing it work. You're not seeing no results right away. It's like delayed gratification. You're not seeing nothing happen right now, so you assuming now, you know what I mean, you already made your prejudgment that it's not gonna work. Like, it might work for that person. It's looking popping for them because you ain't going through. You haven't even stepped to the plates of what they did. They already hit like 3 home runs. You still, you're not batting. Your batting average is not as strong. Like, you're not hitting the ball right. You're not putting that power behind it. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting that emphasis on it. You're not putting that swag into it when you're hitting the ball. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You just not that point yet. You gotta be more patient. It's just like anything else. Like, that's why I use working out, because that's my foundation. I use the gym as my foundation. If I can stay disciplined in the gym, I can use that discipline towards other things. So that's what I'm saying. So like, when I'm working out, it's like sometimes I'm not as strong in like certain workouts. Like, if I'm doing bench, I know my bench ain't really heavy. Like, but at the same time, I push myself. So like, I might come at it, you know what I'm saying, go a little low weight, but then I might come at it next time, probably go heavy and just do as many reps as I can and stay close to that weight and just keep doing reps of that. So the next time I come in, I can keep up with that weight and go a little heavier. But then the next day I might just do the same weight and just do reps and just try to get my muscles used to it. So that way I'm getting stronger. So it's just like, you have to understand, like, you're just trying to get stronger at whatever you do. But it takes that time of like struggling and failing for you to get there. That's what failure is. That's when you failing, it's basically you're learning how to be stronger enough to next time attempt it and be better, because you already understand what you did wrong. So now you're just trying to be, like I said, every day you're trying to be better. So the first day you came, you didn't make it because you wasn't good enough. Let's be honest. Second day you come, now you're trying to be better. Remember, you're trying to be better. So now you came out again, bam, you got close to it. You got closer. So that's the point. Every day you're trying to be better, so that means every time you fail, you're gonna get closer to succeeding, right? Because every day you're trying to get better. So it all ties in together, but it's just worded different. So I had to check that. You know what I mean? That's what helps when you like you really dissect psychology and like in the way people think and stuff like that. Like I'm not no like expert on it. Like I know people who are like in that field, and that's why I like to talk to them because they really balance your ass out because they have that knowledge on it and they're perceptive of things because they live through things and that helped them with their field. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why I like being around people that's smarter than me, and that's what's like is like people like wow, like you don't get offended easily, like you know what I mean? Like no, like because you might be smarter than me at this, like this person told me, like I might be smarter than you at this, but you might be smarter than me at some other things. So like there's just ways of doing that, but it's at the same time it's like I'm never letting my ego get too big. It's like I feel like nobody can't teach me something, or like you know what I'm saying. Like I might, if I know something, I'm in some like I know I'm solid in something, like I understand it a lot. Sometimes I won't be trying to like take in too much of what you're saying because I already know, like I got it, I can understand what I'm doing in that aspect. But sometimes I'm just like I'm really receptive to things because I want to learn. Like I really want to learn because I'm about to use it. I'm about to use it somehow in my way, but it's gonna benefit where I can help other people and help them understand something I've learned. Because knowledge is like power. Like knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? So every time you're learning more knowledge about something, especially when it's something you want to do, like your craft, you're just becoming stronger. You're becoming more great at what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like imagine if you was an athlete, right? Your future self was an athlete, right? Imagine your future self was an athlete and you need to get to a special level, right? How often do you think you have to work out? Like how much would you have to work? Like go to practice, then go to extra workouts, then you gotta go eat, relax, right? Then you gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like then you gotta do all these other things that's not even tied to sports. It's like something to do with your stuff. You're like, you know, you like going to what's it called? What's that shit called? Physical therapy, stuff like that for your body, just to keep it in shape. So that way, when you're training, you're also helping it recover, stuff like that. There's things that you gotta do, have a mindset doing. It's painful and it's tiring, and you just like you don't want to do it, but you have to do it because this is what you do because you already have that discipline, and you already told yourself this is what I do, and I'm not gonna stop doing it because I envision myself at a certain point. So at the same time, it's like this would be great. This is a great exercise. So if you watch this video and you like it, just understand that this is a great exercise. Envision yourself at whatever point you see yourself, like whatever you see yourself doing, like traveling, eating good food, talking to different people, like living your life the way you want to live it. You gotta envision yourself that every day you wake up. Just envision it and then think about what it takes, what the person. You gotta research this though. Search up people that's doing it and just watch their shit. Like watch what they're doing. Just watch what they do, and see what it takes for you to do that. And then you just gotta mimic that. You gotta have your mindset is like, okay, I need to start making moves like this because I see it. It works in the way I need it to work for my hustle, my grind. So these are things that's good to learn and things to understand that, you know what I'm saying, you can do it. You just gotta want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna help you do it, nobody's gonna like remind you to do it or push you to do it. This is something you gotta want for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like once you understand that this is for me and it's gonna get me there, you'll get a lot of respect when you get close to it. You're gonna start seeing shit change. Like when you get close to your vision, you're gonna see stuff change real fast. Like I can't explain it. I really can't explain it what you're gonna see, but because I'm trying to work towards that. So I'll let you know. I'll definitely let you know if I see something. Like I can tell you that I'll make you understand what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is when you get close to your vision, this is how I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna feel a shift in energy when you get close to your like your vision. I don't know how to explain it. You're gonna feel something different. Like you're gonna feel like shit just start moving towards what you want to do. Like not what on some real stuff. You're gonna start seeing things change. We're like, also we taking a okay, now we're going to this place to do a 20-minute meeting, and now I gotta go over here, and they're gonna pay for the food, and they're going, oh yeah, they're gonna send a car and get. You gonna be like, what? Okay, so they want me to speak? Like nobody like this person went to college though, and they want me to speak. I didn't go to college. I just done it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like they gon' so they just sent me a check. Is it Venmo? I can check my Venmo. just like that. So I gotta be there too. Okay, all right, all right. That's what I'm saying. Like when you keep doing shit over time, you're gonna see results pop up on you randomly. And it's not about what you qualified or what that person got in their little like tool bag. I call it tool bag, like qualification shit. They want your energy. They want your spirit. They want your drive. They want what make you do this shit every day. Cause they see you do this shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Or excuse my language. They see you do these things every day. They want that. It's not about that. Education. As long as you make sense and you doing like you saying something that's really has substance and somebody can use, and it's on like what I'm saying, everybody can understand. You know what I'm saying? It's worth something. You're worth something at that point, and you created that worth because you kept going. You kept driving yourself. You didn't stop at the first stop sign. You can't stop at the first stop sign. You know what I'm saying? I might run that stop sign. I'll be honest. You might have to run that stop sign. As soon as you see a stop sign, whenever you get discouraged, just hit the gas and just act like you didn't see it. That's how you gotta be. That's on some savage. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on no real road. You know what I'm saying? This is the road of life. So anytime you had a stop sign, just hit the gas. Go, skirt. You know what I'm saying? All gas, no brakes. And then that's the time you go get used to doing that. And you're like, oh, stop sign. That's a hater. That stop sign. Oh, they trying to set me up. That's a roadblock. Oh, that's another hater. Oh, that's a big stop sign. That's a roadblock. You know what I'm saying? So if you can avoid it, you don't gotta stop. Just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? You might think that what you're doing ain't good. People gonna subliminally tear you down. Like they're not. You know what I'm saying? You can't let them shake you. You gotta show them that you got more confidence. That you know what you're doing. That you really about it. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking of Master P or some soldier something say, I'm about it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be about it. So you in the trenches, and it's up to you to fight. And I know you might have like two hustles, baby mama on your ear, but you still gotta put in the work. You gotta keep grinding, keep working, keep going after what you want. Otherwise, it's gonna become a fantasy or a memory of something that you thought you could see yourself as. You don't want your future self to become a memory. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like it's trying to show you a flash, like a future like flashback, like a futuristic flashback to show you where you about to be at. Like sometimes you will have dreams, right? This is some real stuff right here. I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff. I ain't no cap. I'm really telling y'all real cap. I have dreams, right? That felt so real. I mean, felt real. Like the VR headset. It felt like I was in a VR headset. It felt so real. It felt like I was in a VR headset, right? That's how real it felt, right? And I couldn't tell you what I was doing, but I'm gonna give you a little sample of what I was doing. I was driving a car, expensive car, foreign car, and it felt so real. Like I ain't never been in this car before. I ain't never been in a expensive foreign sports car like in my life, right? But tell me why it felt like I was in a real, like it was small. I felt like it was small. I felt like I can feel the engine purring. I can feel like how bad the brakes were. Like like this car I was driving had bad brakes, right? So I can feel all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing another celebrity, right? I'm rolling with a celebrity, right? So, and I'm rolling with him. He's talking to me. It's like we face to face, and it feels so real that I couldn't explain it. Like I thought it was like I wasn't. You knew it was a dream, but it felt so real that you couldn't explain it. Like you thought like you felt like I almost felt like that person I was dreaming about can almost was in the same dream as me. That's how real it felt. It felt like I was like, I want that person had the same dream as me. You know what I'm saying? Because it felt so real. It was like we was like connected on an energy level. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. It was like craziest dream. Like if I tell you the whole all the details, you'd be like, nah, you tripping. That was a dream. Like nah, but it felt so real. You would think it was like a futuristic like intuition of like of something to come. Like a flashback of the future. But what I think these dreams are is just like your brain is subconsciously trying to give you, because your brain is like really powerful. Like you don't understand, like your brain has like capabilities to be like project yourself, astral planing, shit like that, and also like what I'm saying, your brain can do a lot of things we're not aware of. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the brain is like talking to you in a way, like it's communicating to you, especially when you feel like, especially when you're dreaming, because you're in a state of like rest. So you're basically like your brain is like on a steady like processing level, just like it's going through these thoughts you're having, but you're sleeping, right? So you might see it as like you're shut down, but really your brain's going through this low level of processing thing, like processing things at the low level, where you don't need your cognitive like skills. So anyway, but in your head you can use your cognitive skills because you're just like a consciousness, right? You're just like you assume that you have your body and you're doing all these things with your hands. So anyway, that's the point. Your brain is trying to tell you something. It's like giving you a message, like a message in a bottle. It's trying to give you like an example of what you can have if you put your mind to it. Like it's trying to tell you like what's its capability of. Like it can tell you like, okay, this is what I'm capable of doing if you put your 100% in. But if you start right now, I can do this. I can see the calculation right now. I mean, I can shoot for the stars. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say shoot for the stars because you might something. You know what I'm saying? So